Okay. All right. So, um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. If the conservatee is in court, don't like. Here's the thing: if the person you choose to represent the conservatee in court decides to talk down on whatever the conservatee improves on what the conservative decides to improve on whatever the conservative improves on improves on whatever the conservative improves on does to make themselves independent or on their goals, etc., etc. um how do I say this? um then, like, let's say for example this person said, I did the laundry, I did some chores, I have a goal that I'm gonna stay at my family's house until I move out the country. And the person you choose to represent says, like, anybody could have done that. That's nothing. Like, that doesn't count as being independent. Like, like, tell this person who said that, who talked down on this person's goals, this person's improvements, to check their regulations. Because when you live in permanent housing, you can only do so much to help somebody get independent. If you could talk down some, if you can talk down on somebody's basic life skills trainings, you could talk down on anything they do to help themselves get independent. Like, give the conservatives some credit. Like, doing the laundry, doing the chores, taking care of your mental health, doing all the good things for yourself. That stuff counts. Like, regardless of what anybody could have done, that is something to become independent. That is something that you should be proud of the conservative for doing. There are probably roommates who are less independent, who are more severely disabled than that person, who are very incapable of being independent, and who are very incapable of being independent. And it's like, hey, whatever the conservative is doing is better than nothing. Regardless of how common it is to do the laundry, how common it is to get a job or do volunteer, how common it is to do these things. Like, you gotta understand, in a group home, they can only do so much to help you become independent. And because it's permanent housing, they're gonna keep, like, they have the legal right to keep you in training for the rest of your life and never give you the chance to even get the taste of independence. And before you say, like, you can be independent in the group home, if you can be independent in the group home, you should have the legal right to move out and move in, not just come out and come in, not just get in and get out. Move in and get out without your family's permission. So when it comes to 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 how do I say this? So when it comes to so like give the conservatives some credit when they say that they've been improving themselves. Like if they know the right answer to what they're doing to improve themselves, like, and the person representing them is just talking down on everything that they say to improve themselves, don't just sit there and let them get away with it. Like, if you say so, then this person, then you're right. Like, no, no, give them some credit. Don't just be, don't just automatically just blindly believe whatever that person says just because he ain't diagnosed with anything. Okay? Undiagnosed does not equate to honesty. Like, if you can talk down on somebody's basic skills for being on somebody's working on somebody's basic skills for being independent, you could talk down on everything they do to help themselves become independent. If that person says something like that person just doesn't want the conservative to become independent. That person has no good intentions for representing them. And he's never gonna have, she is never gonna have nothing nice to say to help this person become independent. Okay? Stop putting all mentally disabled people in the same category as a severely mentally disabled people who just can't even take a shower or use a bathroom by themselves, acting like complete toddlers, have to cannot always have to wear a diaper, etc., etc., etc. Like always talking like just cannot use proper speech by themselves, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, God bless.